Great. Good morning. Um, I'm so excited to be at my very first Email Insider Summit. So thank you. Hopefully, we can keep the energy going. I know that I am all that stands between you getting up, stretching your legs, getting more coffee. So I will be brief. My name is Jacqueline Alston. I am the digital marketing manager specializing in email at Haggar Clothing. I am a pandemic hire, was hired on in 2020 and have been there for a little over 3 years now. My job was to really dig into email marketing as a whole over at Haggar, revitalize, revamp the brand, understand what would take us into that next era of Haggar Clothing Co. So, just a little bit about me. Like I said, I was a pandemic hire. I have worked tirelessly with our entire team, creative team, ESP team, top to bottom, genuinely, to understand what we can do internally and externally to reinvigorate and elevate our brand. So, just a little bit about Haggar Clothing Co. We are almost a centennial brand. We will have our 100-year anniversary in 2026. I know it was all me. I don't look a day over 82, but I really did take a good care of the company starting from the ground up. But no, we are America's number one selling men's dress pant brand for the last 3 years. Yeah, thank you. Self applause is the best applause, but no, we genuinely have worked tirelessly with our wholesale partners and our D2C partners, some of which are actually here. So Dick's Sporting Goods, JCPenney, Macy's, thank you very much for your continued partnership. We have worked in an immense top to bottom restructuring to understand what we can do to better translate wholesale and D2C. We are known for being the standard in men's apparel. Haggar is synonymous with quality, and we've continued to elevate and work that into our core values as a company. This is just a funny tweet that I found online. This is a photo of Enron employees being laid off in 2001, and somebody commented, "This could also double as a Haggar clothing ad." It was a little harsh, a little mean, but not untrue. We are also known as being an older brand. When I came on board, our customer was 55 plus. So we have worked to try and gain leverage in that younger market in the Gen Z and millennial space, and proud to say that we have done so. So the team that I work on specifically is Haggar.com. Our team, as mentioned previously, has worked continuously to really bring the brand into the 21st century. These are some photos of our most recent fall campaign. They're not your dad's pants, if you know what I mean. We completed a complete site redesign and overhaul of our site in 2022 to incorporate also some accessibility. So thank you, nodding back to the previous presentation. Really working to make that a more personalized and streamlined shopping experience for our consumers online. We've also decided to revamp our creative elements within each season as to not get stagnant and really understand what is trending and keeping up with the times for our current consumer. And this is just a little video to show you the efforts that our teams have made to kind of rebrand and restructure Haggar and what we're known for.
This is maybe a little bit different take than your normal Haggar. This, in a way, is kind of a music video in commercial form. There's not any dialogue. It's just time to the music, like we would basically plan to edit and shoot a music video.
When we originally started discussing this with the creative directors, we wanted fashion. We wanted high, trends and high energy and really grasping your consumer and make them think what brand is this? You look at your TV and you're like, oh, Haggar?
We had to figure out how to hook a harness up to fly one of our dancers while in a full suit.
It was pretty intense and a good adrenaline rush. With these Haggar pants, I was able to climb a wall, jump over benches, do the splits, and the pants don't rip.
I was actually originally a little bit worried dancing in a suit, but the suit's super roomy, awesome, it's flexible, I can do whatever I want in it.
Whenever I tailor their suits, it's apparent that they're made for style and comfort. And you can see in the commercial how the dancers can move and have so much range of motion, and the suits will stretch and move with them.
3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, go. 2, 1, go.
The cool thing with Haggar is that it's about 100 years old, so there's so much history, and it's not easy for anything to last that long. So they're still innovating and trying to push to make new things and not just settling. So that's how you innovate and that's how you stay relevant. And I think that's the reason why they've been around for so long and why they're continuing to succeed.
Oh, as I come back, I never took my own picture.
With this campaign, one thing that's really exciting for us is to introduce the depth and breadth of what tailored clothing can be to men everywhere.
Yeah, try to do like what you
Yeah.
feel like they could.
Beautiful.
give you.
Yeah, no, it's got great movement through the fabric. So.
Okay.
The Haggar brand has been around for 100 years, and we're the world's best maker of dress pants. Everybody thinks about dress pants as black, right? You know, you got your black suit, you got your black dress pant. What we're real excited is to introduce how you can go just a step beyond that, how you can bring traditional menswear clothing really into the modern age.
Ready and action.
We all love clothes. We all love how it gives us an opportunity to present our personality, who we are, and show off to the world a little bit. And so we're just really excited for everyone to see, what it means to be me.
So now the actual commercial that was on our CTV, social, and email.
I feel like a first kiss, can't miss kid in the candy store. I might be an outcast, red flag, knocking on your door. I'm one of a kind, not fitted in, never felt so right. I'm living my life, doing me, and it feels so nice. I'm just a human being, I wouldn't change a thing. Feels good to be me. Da, 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 da. Feels good to be free. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it feels good to be me. No apologies. It feels good to be me. Da, 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 da. It feels good to be me. Feels good to be me. Da 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 da. It feels good to be free. Da 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 da. Yeah, it feels good to be me. It feels good to be me.
Awesome. Thank you. So as mentioned, these are not your dad's pants. We are trying to really re-engage and bring that gain that younger generation moving forward, rather than only seeing you for, the later years in life. We want to see you throughout your entire life cycle. So why I'm here to talk to you today, getting back in stock, reviving the franchises. This and many other marketing creative initiatives were part of reviving our franchises, but specifically why I am here to talk about post-pandemic life. I know that this is not a surprise to anybody on the brand side in the room. The inventory challenges that were faced 2020 going into 2021, all of our inventory channels were backed up. Factories were not sending out orders as anticipated. We had an influx of inventory from some of our wholesale partners that were forced to close their doors during 2020. Cost of goods were increasing, transportation costs increasing, overall market prices were increasing for our products. So we had to re-engage and understand with our consumer that this is still a good investment and you still need Haggar product. This leads me to what I affectionately call the data read error of 2021. Our data showed that we were hitting our revenue goals. We were exceeding in a time where others weren't. So we should have been exuberant and grateful. But until we looked into that data, we didn't understand that our customers were only buying in stock or newer franchises out of necessity. These were people where 80% of our customer base are return customers who habitually buy the same product and over. They're not people who just woke up overnight and said, you know what, let me try a really great stretch fabric if somebody had been buying dress pants with us for 20 years. So after looking into this, we determined that this was simultaneously a win and an opportunity. A win because to our C-suite, we're hitting revenue goals, we look fantastic, our margins are great. However, we're not able to communicate with our customers when, if ever, these products were going to be back in stock. So we worked with our ESP to create this back in stock email series. First, you'll see here a light box triggers on site if a product that you've selected is not in stock at the moment. Leaning into touch 1 for your confirmation that we have received the data. Moving into one of 2 options. If the product is received back in stock in 2 weeks, you receive an email saying, we're so excited to let you know this product is back. Please shop online. We've also worked to implement machine learning product recommendations to complete the look for this particular trigger. If your product is not available within 2 weeks, you receive a third touch saying, we understand you don't like to wait. We appreciate your patience. Here are some other product recommendations to tide you over in the meantime. And then ultimately, if your product is unavailable, then we send you a condolences coupon. We also transferred this across multiple platforms. So as you see here, this is how we engaged through social media to retarget them to other franchises on site. We even won an award. Yes, I know. So thank you to both the Communicator Awards and to Zeta, our ESP, for setting up this series and working tirelessly with us to communicate to the customer effectively, really integrate personalization into all steps of the process and creating this new triggered series that seems very basic and mundane to most, but if we can just get Haggar email channel to like 2018, I'll be stoked. So thank you. That's my time.
All right, we got any questions in the crowd?
I know, we'll break, I promise.
No, so from I guess the noticing that, hey, we thought we were doing fine, right? But what prompted you to look into that? Because sometimes I think we kind of overlook it. It's like, hey, we're hitting our numbers, we're comping goals. Yeah. What prompted the deeper look?
So with our current reporting structure, or the reporting structure that we had at the time, we actually didn't have sell-through or in-stock rates available to us. So we actually reverse engineered, if you will, this back-in-stock series to understand what people were signing up for. That's the product that we're missing. Prior to that, we really didn't have a way to. We just kind of understood based on category spend. But when 90% of your business comes from pants, it's not really helpful. So we would kind of worked backwards on this one.
That's Ryan from RP Origin. With the rethink on the brand, has that given you the opportunity and the freedom to rethink your entire program and take that to marketing and say, hey, we need to do this and this and this? You talked about catching up, right? How much has that been exciting for you, and how much has that transformed your program and your practice?
Yeah, fortunately, our internal creative services team and our entire marketing team on both the wholesale and D2C side work very closely hand in hand on these initiatives. The commercial actually came from the creative side. They approached saying, we want to create something for CTV, social, across all digital marketing channels. So it's kind of a ebb and flow, or a give and take, if you will. It comes from both sides, but the overall rebrand, for lack of a better word, I don't want to call it a full rebrand, but overall look and feel change to Haggar is really just kind of from everybody's perspective. We all know that, yes, we may be a centennial brand. We are an older established name in the industry, but that doesn't mean that we can't be synonymous with trendy, cool, and fun. So yeah, for sure.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Jacqueline. Thank you.